And we are working on solutions for young people. Having been the young men who came from the environments that we're seeking to create solutions for. So our new venture this year that we're going to start very early off the bat in February is the Road CEO. The Road CEO is business acumen training for young men and women. Now, every time we come across young people and we're actually speaking with them, we are made abundantly aware that they don't necessarily want a job, having watched their mothers, fathers, and then even just the process to get a job is a struggle within itself when you're dealing with systematic racism, and then even just the emotional component of prejudice in appealing to an employer. So we came to the decision that the only way to increase African Caribbean employment is to train African Caribbean employers. So now we've kind of had the seal of approval, not by anybody in articulation, but through those who have turned an idea which became an emotion into an act. You've got 2 black venture capital companies in the UK now who are seeking to invest in African Caribbean businesses. Now, if you don't have an organization that is training young African Caribbean entrepreneurs, then you've got all this potential. But as I say, potential is a bit like a 10-inch willy. If it doesn't stand up, it's no good to you, it's no good to her. It's just there. And the lifeblood of that is capital. Definitely. That is what enables our community to defy gravity. And
break it down.
We traditionally fall down when it comes to the capital.
Teach.
Knowing that the capital is there, there's a criteria that you actually have to meet to be able to take advantage of the capital, which is to have an investable investment deck, to have a team who are investable, and to have a product or a service that can manufacture a profit. So when you understand that, then A is the lessons, which has to be a formal, structured teaching. And we continually ask ourselves, how do you get the young men in particular from outside of McDonald's who are on the periphery of nefarious activity to come on board? Well, you got to appeal to their self-preservation. It's got to be something where they can say there's a tangible outcome from this. Because the thing I love about young people is you, a cameraman in particular, still have self-preservation. Now, the older we become and the more dependent we become on our emotions formulated around old ideas, whether they serve us or not, it just becomes a part of our DNA. And I could tell you, look, nobody's going to come and drop an M on you standing outside the off license or the bookie shop or working in a particular institution. And because we've done it long enough, you can't judge me. These things are never ever judgments. They're merely observations. And wise people take advantage of observations by analyzing them. You draw a line down the page. For, against. That one in the columns of for is going to benefit me more than the one against. I'm going in the column for. It's very simple criteria. Does it benefit me or does it hinder me? Not what we are emotionally attached to. And this is when we talk about economics and I speak on reparations. There are many economies. You see, you have an emotional economy that we don't actually really, especially in our community.
Can I ask you a question? So do you know when you mentioned appealing to their self-preservation?
Yes.
How do you do that?
By demonstrating.